morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and it is Thursday, July 5th, folks. Hopefully you had just simply a incredible, outstanding 4th of July, and the fireworks continue. So if you missed fireworks out there, we've certainly got fireworks, most of those being in the currency markets. We're certainly going to take a look at those. You've got the in the futures markets, you've got the Dow off 40 points or so, the ES Mini down a couple of points, NASDAQ futures off a couple, Russell 2000 showing its strength again, down less than 1 full point out there, and also showing its strength, folks. That's right here. King Dollar up over $1 right now, up at 82 and almost 91 cents here. Gold down $15 at 16.06. Silver off 60 cents, trading down at 27.68. Light sweet crude pulling back slightly down, 9 pennies, 10 cents out here. You've got around the world, you've got the DAX off 25 points, doing what it's supposed to do. And we'll take a look at that chart as well. The FTSE up 13 points. Over in Asia, you had the Nikkei off 24 points last night. Really not a big deal, 0.3%. You did have the Hang Seng. Hang Seng was up 0.5%, 90 points, and the Shanghai off 1 full percentage point, a little over 1 full percentage point, down $27. Our call-in number, 877-927-6648, folks, and I absolutely do treasure your presence here today, and my outcome is to help you to become a better money master. Now, one of the easiest ways to do that is either to watch the archive if you're listening to us on the radio. The archive of this show is on Channel 9, and we do appreciate everybody listening to us on the radio. Otherwise, you can follow us live on Tiger TV. Just go to the homepage at tfnn.com, click on Tiger TV. You can even download that to your mobile device, your iPad, your Google device, whatever it is that's out there, folks. And I will absolutely, my commitment is to inspire you, but mostly to help you to lay the groundwork, the road, so that you can lead an inspired life. Because lead an inspired life, folks, that is what it is all about. So I hope that each of you had just really a great 4th of July. I know that I did. I want to say congratulations to my son, who finally broke par playing golf this weekend. And that is quite a feat, folks. It's not so much the skill set. He's always had the skill set to do it. It's what is inside the mind, folks. And, and after that round of golf, what I wanted to do was really reflect on it, not just so much congratulate him about the round of golf, but just simply how golf is such, in my opinion, especially playing the sport, how golf is, it's so easy to correlate that to life. And what was really great about that, folks, I wanted him to be able to use that forever as a lifelong anchor. Each of us have anchors in our life. Some of us, we recognize what those anchors are, and there's really 2 types of anchors, right? There's the boat anchor, and that's not the anchor you want unless you're at sea and you really do need to park your boat. But otherwise, that boat anchor is going to do what? It's going to pull you under. Those are usually the negative anchors. Those are the anchors that I call the anchors of disaster. And each of you know what the anchors of disaster are, folks. It's really a formula of 3 words. You think about it like this, because what you often might say is, I could have done that. Could being that first part of that anchor. And then maybe what happens is you say, I should have done that. You know what happens when you sit on the shoulder? You don't really get a lot accomplished. Maybe you read a newspaper or something. So you don't, so you got could and should. And what happens when you put could and should together? That's right. Turns into don't. That is the boat anchor, folks. That is the boat anchor of disaster. Get rid of the word should. Get rid of the word could, because that's going to lead you to the word don't. And those 3 put together, folks, means that is a formula for disaster out there. Make sure that you take action and that you take massive action. Now, what you do want to do is you want to find those things that are positive anchors in your life, because when you get called upon by the universe, in my son's case, it was the following day. It was yesterday. A fantastic golf day on, when was it now? It's the day Thursday. On Tuesday afternoon, we got a chance to play. And yesterday was just a little bit of a different story out there. And what I did was just had him refocus and go back to that anchor, go back to those thought processes. That's what you want to do, whether you're trading the markets, whatever it is that you're doing. So go out there, folks, and find some positive anchors. So let's go take a look at the anchors in the marketplace out here. Let's go start with the Dow. And we've got great anchors for you here at TFNN. And when I talk about great anchors, following this show, Tom is still on vacation, so I'll be doing the Money Master show. But it's really the shows after that, because we go to Kate Stalter today. It is Thursday, so there's a great anchor for you. Then up to Larry Pesavento, a little bit further north and maybe west in Tucson, Arizona. There's a fantastic anchor. Then we continue on with our anchor out in California. We go to Ken Shreve And then on from 4 to 6, I know I'll do one of those legs, and I don't recall just yet who's doing the other, but I'll find out for you. So it is a great day of anchors out here. While our man is probably using an anchor, Tom, I believe he is still on the water, probably having a fantastic time out there. So let's go take a look at the markets, see what actually is going on out here. And when we left on Tuesday, the markets were up about 20 points or so. Now the Dow finished up 72, the S&P finished up 8. So we're in relatively a similar spot. In fact, if you take a look at the price on the ES Mini right now, what it's trading at, is trading at this price at about, a little bit above the area before we left at 11 o'clock on Thursday. And what you are seeing, it did complete a 1 to 2.618 A to B equals CD. That price projection, folks, was 1374.78. That was starting with your A point down here all the way down at about 1:30 in the afternoon on June 25th. That was your A point. Your B point out here being the 4:15 time frame on June 27th. The market pulls back. Does about a 0.618 A to B, B to C retracement of the A to B leg, pulling back to the low of 13.1025. Then what's it do? Absolutely takes off from that C point. You can see how price is traveling along the inside angle, meaning that the C to D leg, way more powerful than that A to B leg out there, folks. Not just by a little bit, by a long shot out here. And when you see that, folks, you can see as it made its way up along these expansions. Remember, an A to B equals C to D. It's going to do a 1-to-1, a measured move. How often, folks? That's exactly right. 60% of the time. The other 40% of the time, it is going to do more than a 1-to-1. That might be a 1 to 1.272, one of those Fibonacci expansion numbers. A 1 to 1.618, another one of those Fibonacci expansion numbers. One of Tom's favorites is a 1 to 2. When you see a 1 to 2 move, usually that's going to be an automatic change in trend. You can see here, quite frankly, when the ES Mini, and we're looking at a 120-minute chart up here on the screen, folks, just a little bit easier for you to watch on Tiger TV. And as soon as the ES Mini got up there, it gave you a bearish engulfing candle. Did that at about, let's see, do a math conversion here, 9:30 in the evening into the 9:30 session on July the 1st. However, you did not get a confirmation on that following candle, and so that said that our move to the upside was not over. Got tested, just kind of hung around here until about 11:30 on Tuesday. I'm thinking Friday now. And so it was 11:30 on Tuesday, and you just simply had an absolutely strong close going into the trading session. We had a shortened trading session, as you know, on Tuesday. So you're up above the 2.0 area. What's that set up? That sets up that next expansion point, that 2.618. That takes you to a price projection here of 1375. Where does the ES Mini actually get up to? That's 1375. Where's it get up to, folks? 1375, right to the penny. Of course, you're only trading in quarter increments out here, so right to the dot. You got to like that. Gets up there. Then when you get up there and you get to one of these levels, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to move sideways. You're supposed to do something. Right now, you do have a bearish engulfing underway on the 120-minute chart. This 120-minute candle does not complete until 9:30, so it's got another 14 minutes, and then you're going to need a confirmation. Now, this area here, we don't get a confirmation. What's that set up? That sets up pie. 1 to pie, folks. Probably some of you had some pie yesterday, maybe some good old apple pie out there. Where is the pie number? I'm going to have to go calculate that. No signal. I don't like seeing no signal. That is a problem out here. That means, wow, what do we got here? There is a problem in River City. So that's crazy. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting show here if I don't have my data feed, and we will obviously get that figured out. So let's continue taking a look at these markets as good as I can out here. Might need some co-hosts, but I'll somehow figure out how to get this fixed. Let's take a look at the dollar index out here. Oh, we got a problem here. I can't take a look at the dollar index. So for the next couple of minutes, let me just tell you what it is that we have going on in the marketplace while I try to reboot and restart some things around here, because otherwise this will not be a lot of fun, certainly from a Tiger TV standpoint. So when you take a look at Monday, when you take a look at Tuesday's action, one of the things that we did have occur on Tuesday folks, was we had with the market moving higher. You know, I have done a couple of shows for you for the July 4th edition. Those shows are archived on Channel 5 on Tiger TV. So if you go to Tiger TV, Channel 5 is recommended viewing. You'll see it listed as July 4th, first hour and second hour. Two shows that you absolutely should watch. So when you find some time, maybe it's going to be over the weekend, maybe it's today or tomorrow, go watch those shows. Now, one of the shows there, I focus on taking a look at your long-term investment strategy using the 50-day, 200-day exponential moving average out there. And what we did have with Tuesday's action out there is we had where the New York Stock Exchange, that has been the weakest link of all, folks, out there. And on the New York Stock Exchange, what we had was we had the 50-day cross through. Now this is using the monthly numbers out there, and we did have a crossover, meaning the 50-day crossing back through the 200. Now, this is just early into July, so a conservative person would wait till the end of July out there. But what it is telling us is that we may have one heck of a little bull market run going on here. Certainly when we take a look at the indexes, we're looking going back to at least May 1st, and the Russell 2000 being the kingpin out there, that is leading the charge on the way up. So let's see if I do actually have my screen up here right now. Okay, looks like somehow we are live again. So I don't know what that connection was. I will go ahead and repost in the den here just in case we are not in the den. And folks, if you haven't tried our Tiger's Den, go to the homepage at tfnn.com and click on the link there. You can try that 30 days for free. You'll want to do that, folks, because it really is all about your peer group. And there is no better peer group when it comes to trading and investing. Right now, you got the Dow futures off about 43, ES Mini off 3. Looks like I have fully recovered here, folks. That's a beautiful thing. We'll be right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit tfnn.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you gain access to each host charts and computer screen as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, Dave White, Larry Pezzavento, or Victor Jones, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV yet, then visit TFNN.com today to see what you're missing.
Stock market corrections are the #1 reason that a buy and hold investment strategy produces the poorest results, and I have 73 years of data that proves it. Now, the good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time period has been spent in recession. And if you're one of the 70% of American households relying on their 401ks and IRAs for retirement, you need the single strategy that is bulletproof against the turmoil of our stock markets. Go to the homepage at TFNN.com. Under Breaking News, click on Success is a Numbers Game to receive this must-have free report. This bulletproof strategy may be days away from giving the next signal. Don't neglect your retirement, and don't neglect this signal. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com to order your free copy of Success is a Numbers Game today. Implement the disciplines contained in this report, and success will be yours for the taking.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
It's that time of year again, and the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway is back. Every day in June, Monday through Friday, we'll be giving away a Great Panther Silver 1-ounce silver bar, and all you have to do to enter is visit the front page of tfnn.com and fill out your entry. Great Panther Silver and TFNN wishing you a great start to the summer. Sign up today to have a chance to win a 1-ounce silver bar during the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway the whole month of June at tfnn.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at tfnn.com.
Welcome back, folks. Got the Dow futures off about 50 points, and when you take a look at the ES mini chart, which we were looking at beforehand, completing a 1 to 2.618, A to B equals CD out there, folks. You got to expect a pullback. As you get to those floors, you let people off the elevators, and so right now what we are seeing is we're going to switch over here to the DAX. The reason why we're switching over to the DAX is because around the world, you know, we're all connected together here, and the DAX has been absolutely a weak link out here. Now, it's the DAX chart that is really giving you the sense that this market, and I can't tell you the reasons why. I can tell you all the reasons why the world ought to fall apart and what's going on over in Europe, but it really doesn't matter, and that's why that news, if you trade off of the news that's out there in the marketplace, folks, you're going to just trade out of fear, and we know that's just false evidence appearing real. Instead, you can go ahead and take a look at the chart, see what the charts are telling you. If you look at the DAX here, what you're taking a look at is a long-term uptrend channel. Now, when I say long-term, I'm just simply going back into the September 2011 time frame. And when we take a look at this uptrend channel, you can see that the DAX busted out of it. Now, it did bust out of it with conviction. It did that during the early part of June, end of May. Now what's happened, and that was also completed in A to B equals CD down, a 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD down. When you take a look at the retracement on this B to C leg, that told you it was going to do more than a 1-to-1 move, and you can see as it did its 1-to-1 move, it did stop. It was stopping at that trend line, the lower portion of that trend line, then went ahead and busted through. Now what's it doing on the way up? It busted back inside that trend line, folks. It did that started to do that on Monday, really completed that here on Tuesday. Well, I guess it's, on Tuesday. And what we are seeing here is let me refresh this screen here. I think the screen needs to be refreshed. And what you are seeing the DAX do here right now is, as it is supposed to do, folks, it is supposed to try to, once it breaks back in there, it's supposed to try to punch back down just to make sure that it really wants to stay in that uptrend channel. If the DAX does stay in that uptrend channel, folks, guess what that means for equities, for indexes around the world? Yep, it means prices want to move higher. Let's go to Lou in Nashua, New Hampshire. Lou listens to us on WSMN 1590 in Nashua. Lou, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you doing today?
Beautiful. How are you?
Great. How was your July 4th?
Fantastic. Yours?
Wonderful. Did you see any fireworks?
Not this year.
No. Well, I tell you, in Florida, as long as you own a farm, as long as you're trying to scare away the crows, you can get the most amazing fireworks. You're never sure when you're driving around if it's actually a city that's blowing them off or what, because they're great fireworks. So all you have to do, I don't know what it's like up there, but it's pretty fantastic. A lot of money goes over to China during the 4th of July. That's for sure.
I bet.
Yeah. You wanted to take a look at the NASDAQ. Tell me what you're doing and how I can help you.
Well, I'm not doing anything yet. Just wondering if it's a short at this point.
Not in my book. It's not a short just yet. I mean, what we are seeing is we're seeing, inside the indexes, inside everything, we're seeing where they're getting to levels where they should pull back. If we take a look at the NASDAQ specifically, and you take a look at the close going into Tuesday, if we just take a look at important swing points, the swing point high from June 20th on the NASDAQ, you're looking at 29.42. all the way down to the hammer candle that it created on June 28th. And that hammer candle, you can't, that's one of my hammer candles out there. That was making a low of 28.18. If you just simply take an expansion of that price move, that takes you right to the close of Tuesday. What does that say? That says that, in fact, you should expect to see some kind of pullback. Now, is that a shortable pullback? Not in my opinion. I think what the NASDAQ wants to do, NASDAQ wants to complete an A to B equals CD. It's telling us that along the C to D leg. You had that hammer candle. That is a strong support area. You had a gap up. You had real strong price move here inside the NASDAQ. And this wants to go test the bottom of its upper trend line. It wants to make a one-to-one A to B equals CD. It wants to get back and tag at least the bottom of May 1st. That bottom, that low being 3,041. And and with the King dollar, with the U.S. dollar being up over $1 right now, our market should be down much, much more than they actually are. So they're pulling back like they should. We've got all the signals that they should pull back just a bit, but in my opinion, this is not yet a shortable market.
I see. So possibly when it hits the bottom, we get a buy.
Yeah, I think that I think it becomes a shortable. It'll become, you're going to want to start taking a look at a short on the NASDAQ specifically if it completes that A to B equals CD up at that 3,041 level. But like I say, I can give you all kinds of reasons why things are going to fall apart. But underlying right now, other than a little bit of institutional selling, the market wants to move higher. Thanks for calling, Lou.
Yep, bye-bye.
When we get back, folks, we'll go see how these markets are going to drop and whether or not they're going to pop today. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his market take and provides trade recommendations, including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
And we're off to the races. You got the Dow off 64 points. S&P's off 5, Composite off 5, small caps off 2, got Microsoft down a nickel. Intel off 20 cents, Google up $3, Apple up $4, Cisco down 19 cents, Wells Fargo off 17 cents out there. If we take a look at what's popping and what's dropping, popping to the upside, SXC Health Solutions up a nice 4% this morning. That's up $4 and change, trading out at 101. You've got Apple next in line, up $4.70 right now, up 0.8%. Netflix back on the radar screen. Netflix up 4% out at 74.73. Ross Stores, ROST, the ticker symbol there. Rooster. They're up $2.77. That's up 4%. Nordstrom's, JWN, up 3%. Limited Brands, so it's the retailers, strive a strong showing here this morning. Kohl's right behind them. TJ Maxx, so their same-store sales must all be pretty good. You got Dollar Tree, DLTR, up about 1%. Orasure Technologies, I don't know what Orasure does. Their ticker symbol, OSUR. I think they are at home, let's see here. OSUR. Let's go see what they do. OSUR, they are a developed manufacturer, market, and sells fluid diagnostic products. So, okay. Well, they are up this morning. If we take a look at Nike is up as well, up about 0.7%. Dropping to the downside, you got Buckle, BKE. They're off 5%. That's the largest point decliner right now, down $2.34. The FXE, the currency shares. We'll take a look at the euro. The euro clearly tanking this morning. The FXE down 1 8/10%. SAP is a software company, down about 3 7/10% off, a couple of bucks. Gold taking a little bit. GLD taking a little bit of a hit, down 1%. Not a big deal out there. E, the ticker symbol E for INI. Let's see what they actually do. How'd they get that? How did they get that ticker symbol E out there? You don't see one-letter ticker symbols too much. I don't know who they are. NS, an integrated energy company, engages in exploration, production, transportation, transformation, and making of oil and natural gas. Well, there you go. Natural gas being still continuing to be a big winner out there. You got natural gas. You got the UNG up 42%. The actual natural gas contract is now trading out at 2.931, up 32 cents out there. Again, and let's see. So popping, you got Siemens. They're dropping to the downside. Siemens SI off 1.8%. That's off $1.50. Infosys down $1.49. This Bud is for you. BUD down $1.47. I wonder what the other side of that trade is. I think it's Stella Constellation, something like that. Let's go take a look at gold out here. So gold doing exactly what it was supposed to do. It has been traveling inside a relatively narrow banded trading range. That trading range being the 200-day exponential moving average. That is what has been holding gold in check. The actual number on that is 1631. You had gold get up to 1626. Pretty good for my work. Gold pulling back right now. You would expect that with King Dollar being so strong out here. Expect that, watch that 1631. Watch the 200-day exponential moving average. Even if gold punches through, watch the close on that, because the 200-day exponential moving average has kept gold in check going all the way back to May 3rd. Where would gold pull down to? It would pull back down to the bottom portion of this trend line here. You can see how gold is trading in that range, fairly narrow out there. If you take a look at silver, silver trying to bust out of that, trying to do now, set up the same thing that gold has been doing. Silver busting out on Tuesday of its uptrend channel or downtrend channel, and now today all it's doing is it's testing the the bottom the bottom of that uptrend channel there, the top of that area. Guess I got to find a better, more clear way to say that. But if you're watching on Tiger TV, you can see the downtrend channel. You can see now silver doing the same thing that gold is now that it's out of there. What has been holding silver in place has not been the 200-day. It has been the 50-day exponential moving average. That 50-day exponential moving average holding gold in check. That is the upper end of its boundary since March 14th, 2012, folks. And that actual number here as we speak right now is $28.69. You had gold get up to, $28.69. You actually had gold get up to a high of $28.44. So not too bad there. If we take a look at light sweet crude, let's see what light sweet crude is doing. I know we had a number of folks that were in that trade. We're calling on Tuesday saying, should I take some money and profits off the table? We suggested that was a good thing to do because what we had light sweet crude that was pulling into the 0.382, the dead cat bounce area. And what you're taking a look at is you're taking a look at two specific ranges here, folks. We're taking a look at the retracement area coming from the high off of March 1st. That was the high of 110.55 out there, all the way down to the lows that were put in on, in the end of June here, June 22nd. You got down to 77.56. You got down 77.28 actually on June 28th out there. What you also have is you've got another set of swing points that become a good measuring tool. That becomes the high on May Day, May 1st, when you had oil trading out at 106.43. So you go down to the low again on June 28th. What you'll see is it gives you a range, $88.42 to $90.16. That was your first range for the bounce in oil, and it hit that number. It actually got up today as high as 88.98. So we'll see if gold wants to back off from here. Normally you get up into these levels. It can still go check out the 90.16 area, but once you get up in there, you should see a little bit of a pullback out there. So that is in light sweet crude. If I put the natural gas contract up here, what you will see is natural gas on its way to making a 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD. That's going to take natural gas up into the 320 area. And if we take a look at what kind of retracement that would be, we'll just simply come off of the swing point high going back to June 9th. So if we go from June 9th high when you had natural gas out at 498 all the way down to the lows that were put in, what you will also see in the 1-to-1 area, which is $3.08, you will see the 0.382, the dead cat. That completes also a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, but you can't see the price move along that C to D leg. It is traveling along the inside of the formation tool that we have there. This formation tool measures the exact same angle. A to B maintains the exact same angle on C to D. So the move in natural gas stronger than the bounce off of the bottom, and the bounce off of the bottom was a pretty decent move there. If we go take a look at bonds out here, we'll take a look at bonds. Bonds basically continuing to have nothing more than a consolidation inside day. It has been in this consolidation really going back, I would say, to the June 6th time frame. So just traveling in a very, very tight trading range. I imagine if we pull up the TLT or TBT, we'll see really the exact same thing out there. If we go take a look at the ETF structure out there, we'll take a look at the dailies on the ETF structure. Right now, you've got the Qs trading out at 64.82. Let me just check something out here. Make sure. 60 Qs. Q. Just I had a data feed problem earlier. 64.81. Okay, so we are in good place here. Okay, so the Q is actually getting up and over the B point. The B point was June 20th. The high out there being $64.57. Had volume of 51 million shares. Got up and over it on Tuesday with 15 million shares. Now we had a short trading day, but I don't care how you do the math on that. You can divide and then just simply go ahead and multiply, and you're not going to get that type of volume. So what are the Qs setting up right now? The Qs are setting up that Tiger Gartley, folks. And that means that you would want to see volume as it travels up to complete its 1-to-1-ish. A to B equals CD. You want to see volume stay below 51 million shares. Pretty easy thing to do the rest of this week, and should be pretty easy thing to do over the summertime. So where are the Qs? Where's the 1-to-1 take you on the A to B equals CD? Takes you right up into the gap, that gap down off of the May 3rd area. And so expect the Qs to give you the signal when you get to the 66.18-ish range. 66.06 is a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. Looks like I'm going to have to do a redraw here. Looks like on the Fibonacci side from the highs that we're talking about here, folks, go out to April 3rd all the way down to low put in on June the 4th. The .786 area, which I suspect is where it is headed to, that is $66.73. So you got a range here. That range being going anywhere from 66.06 into that 66.73 area. That is the target that I would be looking for on the Qs. If we go take a look at the SPYs, see what's happening out in the SPY land. The SPYs joining the party, getting the RSVP a couple trading sessions ago. The SPYs over the B point trading out right now at 136.92. The SPYs B point was June 19th. Did 137 million shares. You got up over that with 129 million shares on July 2nd. Only 80,000 shares, obviously, on Tuesday. And now the SPYs are making a making an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. That 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, and it looks like the SPYs actually want to do more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. A 1-to-1 takes you to 139.95. That'll get you back into May Day. That'll get back into May 1st. And if you do see some volume come in off of the sidelines, what you'll see is the SPYs go test the highs of April 2nd. That would be out at 142.21 out there. If we go take a look at the small caps, the Russell 2000, the IWM absolutely having strength out here. Again, also today, got the Russell 2000 down 28 cents. So leading the charge again on the way up. And from the IWM standpoint, you've got a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. That was completed on Tuesday with conviction, with the shortened trading day. Now, the IWM has a confirmed A to B equals CD up. Let's get rid of this trend line because that is no longer valid. That was stopping in its place, not any longer. So what the IWM wants to do, folks, the IWM wants to make it all the way back to March 27th. The low on that candle, 83.75. The high of 84.66 out there. That will be a 1 to 1.272 or just a little bit above it. A to B equals CD, and nothing getting in the way of these small caps that I can see here. Let me pull this back a little bit any longer. So it has basically clear sailing waters and some nice wind at its back. Why do I say nice wind? Because the swing point had almost 67 million shares. That was June 19th. You came through it with 71 million shares. That was a nice thing. So the IWM having a confirmed A to B equals CD up. Let's round this puppy out, and let's go take a look at the diamonds, the Dow. And we take a look at the diamonds. The diamonds struggling just a bit. The diamonds actually got their RSVP. They confirmed late on Tuesday and actually got up over the B point. The B point on the diamonds being 128.71. That's the June 19th swing point high. You had the diamonds finish out the trading session on July 3rd. That was on Tuesday. closing out at 129.15. Obviously, 2 million shares was going against 3.8 million shares. Not too bad for a shortened trading day. The diamonds trading below that right now. But the diamonds, they did get the invitation. So they are going to join the party. They don't want to be left out there. If we take a look at the Dow right now and see what is going on inside the Dow, you'll have 3 stocks to the upside. You've got McDonald's. We know that's a dead cat bounce out there. Alcoa. That's a dead-in-the-water stock. That's up 6 pennies. You got DuPont, DD, the ticker symbol. They're up 6 cents. Walmart, there's our strength, up 1 penny. Oh, and if we take a look at what is trading to the downside, you've got IBM off $1.44, Chevron down $1, J.P. Morgan Chase off 99 cents, Disney off 72 cents, ExxonMobil off 65 cents. Let's take a quick tour of the IBD stocks, then we'll switch over and start taking a look at some of the stocks popping and dropping. So you've got popping to the upside. You've got Apple, Ross Stores, SXCI, NetEase, Chipotle up $1.53, Under Armour up $1.45. Those two being nothing more than some bounces on a further move down. I believe in both those stocks. You got Lululemon off $1.16. I think they had some problems in the early part of the week. To the downside in the IBD 50. Priceline off $8, not a big deal there. Monster Beverage off 71 cents. Scripps Networks, SNI, they are off 54 cents. Cerner Corp down 53 cents. Family Dollar Stores off 42. That is what is going on in the general marketplace. If we start taking a look at what is dropping, let's take a look at Wynn Resorts out there. So go WYNN is the ticker symbol. They are trading off this morning here, down about 2.6% off $2.67. I haven't looked at this stock chart for a while, but initially it does not look very good until you pull it back. And when you pull it back and say, well, okay, not too bad. It looks like it's making an A to B equals CD down. Folks, when we come back, we'll go take a look at that. That is on Wynn Resorts. Right now you got the Dow down 71, S&P's off 7, Composite down 7, folks. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We've got the Dow trading down 72 points right now. S&P's off 7, composite off 9, the small caps off 2. If we take a quick peek back over at Germany, let's switch over to that chart, then we'll come back and take a look at Wynn Resorts, WYNN. So as we go over across the world here, take a look at the DAX. The DAX now testing the bottom of that uptrend channel out there. So you expect to see that to occur. It's going to be important now to watch to see where the DAX closes at 11:30. You'll be able to do that by listening into Kate Stalter, Small Cap Roundup from 11 to 11:30 today. Then we got Larry Pesavento from 12 to 1, Ken Shreve from 3 to 4. I'll be doing Tom's show from 4 to 5, and Basil from 5 to 6. So it is simply terrific Thursday out there, and we've got all of the anchors trying to do our best to fill in for Tom O'Brien. So let's go back and take a look at the Wynn Resorts. Wynn, I've got a weekly chart up on my screen here, and Wynn has confirmed an A to B equals CD down on the weekly chart. That would take Wynn into the $67 to $74 area. 67 is going to be the completion of a 1-to-1. A to B equals CD. 75 is the 0.618 retracement. And we take a look at the B point on Wynn Resorts. It's going to be the low of December 16th, 2011. Low is 101.02. 12.3 million shares, and when you came through it, you broke through it with 10 million shares on June 1st. So that was 10 million going against 12. That's not what I was looking at. Well, how about that? So maybe it's not confirmed. Let's see. So that didn't confirm it. Guess we don't have you were coming into it with volume. Let me see here. Yeah, you were coming into it with volume. So I take that back. You don't have a confirmed A to B. You have an A to B equals CD setup in place out here. What you've got really going on is more like a tiger Gartley. So as long as it is trading underneath the B point, meaning the low of 101.02, it wants to seek out some lower price. That is inside Wynn Resorts out there. Let's go take a look at some of the other stocks out here that are popping and dropping here. Let's go take a look at Priceline, ticker symbol PCLN. PCLN, that has been really popping the last couple of days here. Pulling back this morning. Let's see. I believe Priceline has a confirmed A to B equals CD up. Let's take a look at that. The B point on this here is right here, which is the high of June 19th, 683, did 915,000 shares. So let's go see as we had crossed that. Now, you couldn't have, because you got over it on Tuesday with 690,000 shares. So not a bad showing. 690,000 shares in a shortened trading day before July 4th. Priceline has a little bit of juice in it. Now, where it's actually stopped and where it's hovering right now is this downdraft from May 10th. So there's quite a supply line here. That supply line has got 3.1 million shares. So you can expect it to kind of hang out in this area. But I do suspect that you're going to want to see the price line will make its way up into the $707, $713 area. So that is on Priceline. If you take a look at Royal Gold, RGLD, trading off about 3% here this morning. We'll punch that up on the screen here real quickly if we can. And, in fact, stay tuned for the Money Master show. I'll be, obviously, Tom is still on vacation, so I'll be doing that. You've got Royal Gold trading out at 77 to 42. That has a nice sign of strength here, folks. That sign of strength is on June 4th, 9.3 million shares. So far today, pulling back with 184,000 shares. This, in fact, may be setting up a heck of a nice little buy here. Look at that volume. I don't recall what happened in Royal Gold that day on June 1st, but that, folks, in June 4th. But that is a sign of strength. Folks, thanks for being here. Stay tuned. I'll be up next doing the Money Master show. Then Kate Stalter, Larry Pesavento. Have a great morning if you are heading on out, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, folks.